Bruh. Bruh. This weekend has been a mixed bag. You know what? It hasn't been a mixed bag. It's been a good weekend. It was a very, very good weekend. I hated for it to end. It was a good weekend. Had my daughter. I did lose my headphones at the beginning of the weekend, so now I got my old ratty ones. I need to go buy some new ones today. Um, and then last night or yesterday afternoon, after I dropped off my daughter, I ended up. Why is this? I don't like this. I ended up spending I don't know how long, a couple hours, few hours, trying to stack. Oh, that's cool. Trying to stack the star fragments needed to get Elizabeth. So I basically went and beat Bonacro, the springtime Bonacro. I want to say like 12 times yesterday, 14 times yesterday, just so I would be able to complete these missions down here, defeat Bonacro, defeat Bonacro, because with every one of these keys, if you open the cube, you got 100 star fragments. So I did that. And this was all in line with my superstition of last time with Merlin. I drew, and this is, I know it's a superstition, but it works and it's real. And it's not a superstition, it's facts, but it's a superstition. It all went in line with I need to only do 10 pulls. I don't do like one, one, one. And so I stacked up the star fragments, doing the daily mission or doing the missions all at once. Did all these Bonacro missions, did all the other Bonacro missions over here, opening them and getting every time I got one of those keys, open up that cube, get 100 star fragments. Did that out of X amount of times. Got to like 2,700. Did a couple of side quests that I had not done in the new region yet. Then actually got an achievement, like a couple of achievements that got me here. So I had 500 star fragments come from there. And then and of course those 20 that you get for completing the actual achievement itself. And by the end of it all, I got 3,000 star fragments. And I did my 10 pull and I got Elizabeth. It is a superstition, but it's real. It is 100 a superstition, but it's real. I don't know how else to put it. I did it the other way with Merlin, and I got nothing. So I did it with Elizabeth this way. I got her. Before reaching the guarantee limit thing, both of them. Before reaching either one of those, I got her. So yeah, it's a real, it's real. I think. Anyway, so what I need to do now is basically by the time I got done with this, I was so tired. It was getting late at night and I have not gotten enough sleep. It was late at night and I had to like call it quits. I went ahead and made her weapon. I need a bunch more platinum, which by the way, they gave us Pet Expedition, but it feels like they took away some of the platinum that you can get from actually going and mining the platinum. So I'm gonna try to keep an eye out for that today. Cause it felt like they took some of the ores that we can mine away. So that we'd have Pet Expedition, which even if they did do it, overall, I think you get more platinum, but it's still like you guys didn't have to take it away. Like, what'd you lose? What did you really lose? So, but anyway, it is what it is. I need to gang more platinum. Uh, and then it's the weekly reset today. So then I'll get more star fragments. I will be pulling for more Elizabeths because I do want to have her P5 at minimum. I need to form some of this here because I wanted to have her armor pieces be the ones that give her additional HP. I need to reread her kit. I went through her trial button mashing. I just did whatever it told me to do. I did not read a single thing because I just wanted to get the star fragments so I could pull for her. And I was like, after I get the star fragments, then I'll do the trial and figure out all of her stuff. Let's see. Now the plus side about the masteries is in the meantime, what I can do is go attack these elite bosses. Um, Stack up what we need for the masteries. Get all that covered. Ugh, I don't want to fight this dude. Get all that covered. Should be good to go. We need one of these. Cool. And then I do not like fighting him. But let's get over there to him. Albeit fighting him is not nearly the issue it was, especially with the Cole team. But I do like running Daisy and Merlin together when dealing with these kinds of guys because you can put 2 damage over time orbs or whatever you want to call them. What's up, Hakeem? You can put 2 damage over time like things on the field that will just track and keep hitting them. So I like that. Did you get Elizabeth yet? Because I did. What's up? Let's see. Oh, and I also went and tried to find a bunch of chests. I didn't get them all, but I found enough. Like I scraped together these star fragments, piece by piece by piece. Got to 3,000, did my 10 pull, and 10 pulls work. Again, it's a superstition, but it's real. I know it's not real, but it's real. Also, check out what I got. I got the Distinguished Phoenix. I started recording how to get these pets. The Distinguished Phoenix. I also got the Icy Frost Bear. And I got the Bubbly Squirrel. The Bubbly Flying Squirrel, which the Bubbly Flying Squirrel, it was the most difficult-ish I have ever done in this game. That was fun. The Queen Shakira thing, the spider thing, that's the thing I hate the most. But like the bubbly spider, it was fun. My daughter was watching for part of it while I was trying to catch that thing. And when she got there, actually I caught it. So she's my lucky charm. But I got the Distinguished Phoenix. I got the Bubbly Flying Squirrel. I got the Icy Frost Bear. I got like 4 or 5 more or 4 or 5 other pets just for the pet expedition. And my plan today was to do, my plan today was to do a pet expedition video. But it may be that I just hold off on that. This is so good against him. I may just hold off on that in favor of like getting her mastery set because now I've forgotten everything. I haven't gotten her yet. Still need to summon. How many summons have you done? Oh no. What are we doing? Where do her orbs go, man? But yeah, about that. Man, just stay on him. I love Merlin's like this thing. It's so fun. It is so fun. Not that part, but the things that follow and help increase the burst gauge. It's so nice. It's so nice. All right, let's do this 3 more times, and then I think I'll have what I need for Elizabeth. Let's go ahead and take Elizabeth off this team, unfortunately, because she's just not there yet. We are farming for her, so... By the way, funny enough, and maybe it's how I have them built, Diane is still the best burst gauge builder for me. Like, she's still the best. Anyway. Oops. I think I hear a thunderstorm. I'm supposed to meet a friend, well, a former work colleague today to discuss one of the nerdiest like professional projects that I'm doing in my private life that is just like, it's interesting times happening in the finance world. But to discuss that stuff with her, and I am halfway tempted to cancel because I think it's supposed to thunderstorm at night. And that's kind of like I want to go hoop and then come home and not do nothing else. But that's just me being lazy. I should probably go, right? I should probably go. Anyway, oh, there you are. You're back. Guess who's back? All right, so let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. Find the dude. Where are you? Up there he is. Don't you love how it targets him? Where'd you go? Oh, just follow the lightning. Ah, still over there. Ha 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 ha. Doesn't it suck to be you, dude? Yup. Yeah, it's still Diane is the better. Although I will say this, it depends. I'm thinking about a couple situations specifically. Dude, the heat. Oh, so y'all got hit with it in France too, dog. It was my friends were talking about, somebody was talking about hooping yesterday, And it was, I'm indoors anyway. I'm doing it at university. But like, so one of my friends was talking about hooping yesterday, and everybody was like, "Good luck with that." And my whole thing was my daughter. I said, "Hey," and I mean, it was more. I was like, "Hey, let's go out and get some ice cream," and she was like, "No." She wanted to stay in the house. Now let's just think about this seriously. I asked a 9-year-old if she wanted to go get ice cream, and it was so hot, she was like, "Nah, we good right here." She's 9. No, 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 we good right here on this couch. This fan is amazing. I'm not moving. I don't need ice cream that bad, so I made her a smoothie. You know what I mean? Like she was not having it, and that made me laugh. I can't. You know how hard it is to get a child to say no to ice cream. Do you know how difficult that is? How difficult that she would have ice cream all the time. And she's a healthy kid too. She loves her blueberries and her raspberries and all that other stuff. But like, it's ice cream. It's ice cream. Yeah, it was touching 40 degrees here. It was like 37, 38 constantly, but like sweltering heat where there was like no air. There was no wind, no nothing moving. It was just nothing but heat. And Lord have mercy, it was, I mean, if that's what hell is, I need to start going to church cuz I'm not trying to be like that. I'm not trying to be like that at all. Please believe that's the best that's the best if you're in church and and you're a preacher. The best promotion to get you more in your congregation is to be like, "Hey, you want this all the time? Come to church. Is this what you want your life to be? Cool. All right, is that what you want the afterlife and eternity to be? All right, cool. Come to church." That's the best advertisement ever for straighten your life up. Is straighten your life up. Stop drinking. Stop smoking. Stop doing all the fun stuff and get in this building, or else you will have to do this part for eternity. Oh, wait, I haven't done this thing yet? Hey, you. I thought y'all were already handled. Silly me. I didn't mean to neglect you. That's my bad. That's my bad. I really love doing this. It's very inefficient for beating bosses, but it's just fun to do. It's very inefficient to beat anything, honestly, but it's fun. But no, that heat was not messing around. And the worst part, I don't know if it's like this in France, but like I'm from Alabama. We get hotter temperatures than this easily, but and consistently. People die from it. But we also have air conditioning. And in Switzerland, there isn't a whole lot of air conditioning because they just don't need it like that. Why isn't this working? Okay. Because we just don't need it like that. But when we do need it, hey, oh, because I'm being attacked. Who are you? What are you doing? Go away. I'm over here like, what's going on? But we don't have air conditioning. So, like, summers aren't like this here. But then when you need it, man, do you need it? Yeah, so you don't have AC in France either. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. France is not going to be like Alabama where it's like cold, 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 like hot, hot, sorry, hot, 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 hot all the time. So you get summers like this or weeks like this for like a week or two, or you'll get it really bad for like one summer, but it's one summer every like 6 years. So that doesn't necessarily mean you need to have an air conditioner, but damn it, when you need it, man, you need it. It is not okay. Okay, so it's just like Switzerland where there's not that many houses with air conditioning. I think mine has it. I just oh, there you go. Okay. And Alabama is basically, I think, I don't know that it might be law now, but I know in New York it's illegal for them to turn off, like if somebody hasn't paid their power bill, it's illegal for them to turn off the power during the wintertime because you're basically killing the person. You can't People can't survive in New York with no heat. And so if they can't make it that month from like, I don't know when it starts. I think it's like November to like March. If they can't pay the power bill, then you're legally not allowed to turn off their power because you'll kill them. And I'm not 100% sure. I think they made that same law in like some of the states in the South because every year without fail growing up, there were people that died because it was this kind of hot, well, hotter than it is here now and humid. And the thing is you had to have air conditioning. You had to. and kids were not. I mean, kids would go outside and go swimming and stuff, but like you had to stay in the house. It was. I don't. Well, put it this way: you guys have. When I say you guys have trains, don't. But they're like the kind of old school trains that have like the wood in between the metal railings. That's the only way I can describe it. Where it's like the wood pieces in the middle, and then they basically hammer down the metal. There's different methods of doing it now, but that's like the old school way. We had those kinds of log things surrounding like different areas in the South, like around ponds and stuff. And it was so hot that those logs actually have tar in them for whatever reason. The tar would like bubble and boil out. That's how hot it was. Like you could see the tar like bubbling and being like liquidly like forcing its way out of the wood. That's how hot it would get. So if you turned off somebody's power in that weather, you're killing them. There's no, you can't survive. Every year there were at least a couple of elderly people and a couple of babies, not no jokes, like literally no jokes, that would die because the heat was just. I had a heat stroke at one point where it was so bad that my mom was worried, and my uncle went out and immediately bought us an air conditioner the next day. Like he did. My mom told him I was up all night, and I won't say what was going on, but all the bodily functions, forward, back, everything was just going on, and I was not good. And my mom was so scared. She told my uncle. My uncle that day was like, "We're getting him an air conditioner, putting it in his room." Period. I love my uncle. Shout out to my uncle. He's like my dad. Um, but yeah, that heat is. Honestly, it is a good rule. I mean, I know that some people might take advantage of it, but let them. You can't turn off. I mean, think about in France. I'm assuming because France gets cold. So imagine if somebody turned off their heat in France in the wintertime, like dead of winter, like January. You're killing that person. You are killing that person, especially if they're like elderly or a child or they have a child. That's it. You just committed murder. You know what you're doing. They can't you can't survive certain extreme conditions. It's not okay. So anyway. Stay cool, survive the heat. And now that we have the weekly reset, yay. Yeah. Now I have no reason to fight the springtime Bonacro. Because I stomped his face in 20 times yesterday so I could get these star fragments. And then there's a side quest, which you guys were right, it was nothing. It's not like this in Europe. If you don't pay, it's over for you. I mean, but they don't have any kind of rule like that. I mean, I guess. Well, also, you guys aren't. Europe isn't very litigious. Like maybe the UK, yeah, but like the rest of Europe isn't so quick to go sue a person. In the US, you give us a reason, we'll sue you like that. All you got to do is say boo, and we're in the court quick. We will be in a courtroom so fast. I would hope that. I mean, with those situations, I would hope, but like it was yesterday. Not, and this is, I'm joking and kidding and everything else. That is the kind of weather people can die in, straight up. That is the if you don't have like proper shelter, and if you're not like if you don't have a fan and open windows, and we had those those ice packs you get when like you put them in the bottom of a cooler, and then you can keep your drinks cold or whatever, or if you like sprain an ankle or whatever, you can put them on your leg. My daughter went like the first night when she stayed with me, she was in bed and like just sweating, and I took those ice packs wrapped around the towel and I just like put them all around her neck and on her chest and on her like all on her back and stuff. Was like, here. I was like, you okay? She's like, no, I'm good. Like, you okay? She's like, no, I'm fine. And I looked at her, I was like, hold up. And I went to the freezer and I got those ice packs and wrapped them in towels and put them on. She's like, thank you. I told her. She was like, I'm good. Yeah, that's the spot. Like she was so hot. It was so like bad. And pro tip, if you ever get super hot, put the cold water right on the back of your neck. Put the ice right on the back of your neck. That'll cool down everything for a good little bit. Like it's really right here on the back of the neck. Will take care of you, buddy. Anyway, but yeah, that's the kind of weather people can die in. Hopefully everybody stay cool, breezy, no problems. It was such a fake I'm fine. She was just trying to be like, I'm not complaining kid. And it was like, look, when you complain about Roblox, that's where you can shut the hell up. But when you're like literally, I can see you melting. You're allowed to complain then. You're allowed to be like, Daddy, I'm hot. Like, okay, cool. We also took like a washcloth, like a cold washcloth full of water and just like wipe it over her face every couple of hours. Like, it was brutal. It was brutal. But that's the time you can complain. Don't complain to me about not playing enough Roblox. Complain to me when you're literally sweating out all of your water. You're allowed. You're allowed then. Okay? You're allowed then. Don't sit there in a puddle of your own sweat trying to go to sleep. Anyway. Okay, so here's the question. I did want to go do the Masteries of Elizabeth. I'm only going to be on for another like 2 hours, which seems like plenty of time. I wanted to also do, and I guess I'll run this by you, Hakeem. I wanted to do a video on where to find the Distinguished Phoenix, the Icy Frost Bear, and the Bubbly Squirrel. I've already done one on Midnight Fang, and I would like to add that video content in, but I think I deleted the raw footage. In fact, I'm sure I did. So I don't have it. I just have the video where that happened. And actually what I may do, you know what? I still have the final cut. What I may do is just splice in to that video when that's what I'll do. When I got Midnight Fang, and then I'll do the other 3. I did the videos of it, and when I tell you that bubbly flying squirrel, I was up for 2 hours, probably longer than that, and I don't want to admit it, trying to catch it, and then didn't catch it, gave up, and then caught it the next morning. That thing is a pain in the ass. No lie. The Icy Frost Bear, you just have to figure out what you're doing. Just know the location. Once you figure it out, it's not that bad. The Distinguished Phoenix, once you know where it is not that bad. It's you got to be a little bit exact, but it's not that bad. That Bubbly Squirrel, man, that was a problem. So I think I want to do that video, but I also wanted to go pursue the Masteries for Elizabeth. So we'll go do the Masteries for Elizabeth for right now, and then we'll go do the, do I need the track? We know exactly where it is. Then we'll go do the video for the pet expedition, for the finding those 4 pets. And maybe I'll just continue doing those. The Phoenix is cool as hell, though. Love the Phoenix. Anyway. It did, though. Did you catch the Bubbly Squirrel? Because if you had it, you laugh at me now, but when you try to, you'll be like, see, he was right. This is highly inefficient. I don't know why I'm doing it this way. This is so inefficient. Anyway. Oh, and dead. Thank you, sir. Well, oh, that thing. All right, we'll just wait for him to respawn. I think I need, how many do I need for this? How many do I need? Oh, just the one. Bet. All right, so we'll get out of this area. He's gonna start attack. Yeah. Yep. Hey, back off, buddy. See, this whole like thing that it's gonna fight, okay, does it work? It works on the elite bosses. It does not work on the field bosses. It does not work on the boss challenge. It is only, I guess, on the minions and the right there in the field boss. He's attacking that right now, so that's kind of cool. Yeah, his focus has stayed there. Yep, sounds like a thunderstorm. I genuinely don't understand BSR, BTW. They're buffing Ulquiorra while he's already extremely broken. I don't get it. Because people are complaining, I guess. Everybody likes to complain and they want it all to be super easy for them. And I think they may be trapped in trying to please everybody at the same time, which is a great way for your game to be destroyed. What are you doing, Bruddy? Did I say Bruddy? I was going to say bro and buddy and ended up with Bruddy. I guess that works. But they did the same thing with a lot of it's people who don't know how to play but want to play Bleach. Doesn't you? He's coming in 3 weeks. Okay, cool. But that's not the. Oh, and I have to admit what they did with Ulquiorra. I'm gonna just say that his name. It does look cool. It does look sick. It looks better than Pantera. It does look sick, so I'm okay with SR Plus now. Because what they did with him was like, okay, that was tight. Okay, I got it. Okay, I give it to you. That was my fault. My bad. I give that one to you. Y'all did good on that one. So because it does look clean as hell. Let's go after the giant bird for now. Let's stack this up. Also, I never got this little birdie reward thing, the glider. Anyway, don't matter. And why am I tracking him? I know exactly where he is. I haven't even seen his animations. I just meant like the cut screens and stuff because I haven't pulled him yet. The Shikai Ichigo, true Shikai Ichigo with the two swords. I vaguely remember that. I need to look up an image. I only vaguely remember that. Albeit to be like the Thousand Years War, the Thousand Years Blood War, whatever. That was an okay series. It didn't really it doesn't really move me that much. I still haven't like caught up with it a lot. Like it's okay. All right, all right, all right. Oh, watch out! Boop, 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 boop. Move out the way. Boop, boop. All right, come on, fire. There we go. Okay. Nope, it's still there. I still need to go collect those bugs. Oh, they respawn so fast, and I don't want to. I'm not complaining at all. It's awesome. I'm not. This is not a complaint. They respawn so fast. Oh, that's right. With this one, it would actually stun. I think. Or at least I thought it would. Okay. I will say this: when Merlin lets go of her fireballs and everything, and like in the environment, it does look sick as hell. Especially when I was fighting the icy frost bear. I was stupid. I was trying to do some kind of damage over time thing to get his health down slowly, and it looked like I just turned the entire like iceberg that it rests on into this lava consumed block of land, and it just looks sick. That's all. That's all. It looks so sick. Oh, got him. Let's go. Attack my doppelganger. Die. I think they improved the respawn time. It wasn't like oh no, they did they did improve the spawn time, but they did that a little while ago. It's just I'm still amazed by how fast it is. But they improved the spawn time like before the 1.5 release. I think it was 1.4 where they improved the spawn time. Pretty sure it was 1.4. It was the one after I think when Clotho came out. Maybe. Oh, you're still over here. Look at you getting active. Stop acting. Get active. Got him. All right, so let's get away from this area real quick so we don't have to fight anymore. Can I do this while doing my masteries? Just let him fly and I end up in a big old mess because I'm just like rolling through things. This is where we need to gather. Yeah. About that. All right. Your face cam is pretty in sync with the audio now. How did you? I didn't. You know what? You know what it was, and I hate to. Shows you how stupid I am. So I think I mentioned to you where I changed the partition so I could run Linux and Windows on my computer. Linux is where I'm going to do Bleach from now on just because of the better streaming. And then I'm going to try to slowly but surely move PlayStation over to that side as well. It's better, lower demand on my hardware, right? Doing that meant that I had to split my hard drive into two. Like not a 50-50 split, but like a 30-70 split towards Windows, right? What I didn't realize is that I was still stacking up videos that I was recording, stacking up videos, projects that my daughter and I are making, like those videos and stuff are all stacking up on my computer. And I have an external hard drive for this stuff, but I had just gotten so caught up in all the stuff that I was doing that I never moved it over. When I tell you I had like 50 megs of space left on my computer, 50 megs. I went there and it was like but it didn't warn me. It didn't warn me because when I split the partition, there's 800 gigs of space on my computer. I split the partition and I put 200 such. I had like 500 on this Windows one, right? But Windows was reading it as though I had an extra 200 because it didn't account for the Linux side of it. So it never gave me the warning that I was running low on space. It was just not working. And so it was just basically like I didn't clean my room. I didn't clean my room, and then I was wondering why my feet kept getting sticky. And it was like, yeah, bro, because you spilled a soda on that floor like 2 weeks ago and never cleaned it up. Also, you left a pizza box. Anyway, that reminded me of an ex-roommate. This dude, when he was moving out, I kid you not, he had 7 pizza boxes under his bed. And I was like, and this wasn't like an 18-year-old. This dude was in like his late 20s. And like, you a grown ass man. How do you have 7 pizza boxes in your room? You are a grown ass man. I understand if you don't like cooking. I'm not the cleanest person in the world, but bruh, pizza boxes? It would have been bad enough if it's regular boxes, but pizza boxes got grease and cheese in them. Unless you licked the grease out of the cardboard. Why are you folks, man? Anyway, so yeah, that's what it was. All the space was just basically eaten up. I have to basically keep in mind that I have to just check periodically my space to be sure it's there. But also, I think what I'm gonna do is just daily no, 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 no. That's the weird part. This dude cooked more than ordered food. So those pizza boxes dated back. Like he wasn't a guy who was ordering pizza and all that jazz. In fact, if I'm being 100% real, and I'm trying not to be like hyperbolic, I don't ever remember him ordering pizza. So it had to have been like, so it wasn't like a frequent occurrence. You know what I mean? I don't remember him ordering pizza. So it wasn't like he's one of those people who just does not cook and is just ordering food all the time. No, no, no. Those pizza boxes were over the span of a 6-month to 1 year span of like, oh, I had pizza, man. Let me just slide this box under the bed. I'll deal with it when I move out. And it's not like the kitchen was 2 meters away. Just walk out your door. Okay, 3 meters. Just walk out your door. Gross, man. Gross. Gross. Roaches love you. Gross. Anyway. Pizza boxes. When it came to Pet Expedition, there is a different thing I'm supposed to go after now. And I cannot remember. Oh, bees. It was bees. Bees? It was bees that I was supposed to go after. That's what it was. So I can get honey for cooking. I thought for some reason I would be able to cook with tree sap or turn tree sap into honey, but you can't. You can only turn that into an adhesive, which I have plenty of adhesive now. That's never going to be an issue for me again. So now I need to focus up on getting some honey, I guess. All right, so there's that. Now, oh boy, oh boy. Oh, I'm almost done with them. And I think it came with this part of it, right? But I'm also glad they let us just go get these masteries now. They did this right. This was done right. I like that they did it this way. Assault Meliodas. Elaborate. Why, whatever do you mean? I haven't seen an Assault Meliodas teased. What happened? Is that why they're not doing a rerun of Meliodas, but they've already done a rerun of Escanor? Who is Assault Meliodas? I am curious. Let's see. We can gather all this stuff, this nonsense later. All right. So what do I have next for her next masteries? Ufura. Oh, I gotta get some gold. I need gold. I was wilding, by the way, before that. I need gold. Okay. There was something I wanted to do before I came into the Elizabeth thing. And to be frank, that gold dungeon now is definitely worth those 5 cube keys. At least in this current economic situation in the game. Inflation is going to be a pain. I mean, are you sure it's a new Meliodas and not a new armor? Because I mean, you're already duping Meliodas and you haven't even introduced all the 7 deadly sins yet. You see what I'm saying? Like, why are you already giving us the dupes when you still have Gother, who I don't like, but still, Bon isn't in the game yet? Like, get the 7 deadly sins out first, and then add all these dupes and stuff. When's Bon coming? That's what I want to know. When is he gonna hit the game? Gother we can do with or without, if I'm being honest, but I need Bon in this game. Where is he at? That doesn't make me happy. I gotta be honest. That doesn't make me happy. I want Bon in the game. Get Bon in the game before you. If you skip Gother, okay, fine, but get Bon in the game. Let me look up Assault Meliodas. I think I just watched season 1 and 2. If you're talking about the manga, then I haven't gotten to that yet, clearly, because I'm rereading the end of season 2. What am I doing? I'm rereading the end of season 2 in the manga before I move forward with the storyline, just in case there's some other stuff that changed, which it hasn't. By the way, the art in the manga for 7 Deadly Sins, not the clearest in the world, but yeah, I'm reading through that now, so I haven't seen an assault look for Meliodas. I'm trying to get Firefox, which is a crappy browser, by the way, but it's very low maintenance, so I can do that while streaming and then go back to Chrome when not. All right, so Assault A, don't ask me again, exactly. Don't ask again, no. Assault, did I spell assault right? Yeah, okay. Meliodas. Oh, I do remember this. Wait, was that season 3? Okay, Hakeem. Okay, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm taking your statement and running with it. Okay, I'm not saying that you're wrong. If you got to figure out how to do Bond now, the hell have you been doing? Like, you know he's a fan favorite. Okay, it's season 3 because I recognize this like image, but I don't recognize it from being. No, it's not season 2. I don't recognize it from being anything recent. So it had to have been season 3, and I saw it one time or whatever. I know it's not season 2 because I just watched season 2. Like I just watched it. Yeah, no. So let's do this. Unless I fell asleep during that part. But no, because when he went all ape bleep on whoever, he was still in his like regular form. He never did this transformation. He was ruthless and he was powerful, but he wasn't that. Man, get Bond in the. I mean, yeah, he's immortal. I was making fun of him, but now I'm trying to think about literally how would you do him? Because his whole thing is he can't die. Doesn't mean he can't be knocked unconscious or tied up or restrained in some way. Plus, I mean, it's a video game. We know that he's gonna have to kind of die. Theoretically, none of these characters that we have in our game technically die. They just revive at different points. I mean, no, I get it, but it's like that's what I'm saying. How do you bring an immortal guy into this game? Like you have to concede that he's not immortal, but that's his whole thing in the in the series. I feel like they were sitting there and they were like, "Oh, yeah, 7 days since the game, etc." Like, yeah, it's put in development. It's okay, and they just run it through like, "Oh yeah, we got this character. Oh, we got Bond. Okay, cool. Okay, we're gonna introduce him at this month," and then they just slow it down. Like, but how do? Wait a minute. Oh, why didn't we make another Dragon Ball Z game? Like you can't. Rurouni Kenshin. Um, yeah, they do. You're not wrong. You're definitely not wrong. What they might do is like give him a very, very shallow health pool or very, very low defense and allow him to be killed and revived. Or you create a mechanic in him where he can be knocked unconscious or knocked off the field of play. And then he's like restrained or unable to come back in for like a minute. And then if someone else dies, then you die. You know what I mean? Like where he's playing now, playing now, playing now. We go up against whatever a golem or whatever. The golem, when Bond gets hit to zero, he doesn't die, but someone else subs in. And then if you wait like 2 minutes, if you can make it 2 minutes, Bond comes back. But if not, then the character dies. Or not Bond the character, but the other character in dies. Something like that, maybe. I don't know. That's off the top of my head, though. I have no idea how they would do that, to be real. Um, I already forgot what I was doing. It was the Masteries, because now I got distracted about Full Assault Meliodas when you don't have Bond in the game. Bruh. Okay. What was I even? Oh, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to check the whatchamahoo's it over here. Because I need my. I finally run out of brilliant seals. Finally. For the love of money. Man. And it's still like stuffy and I got booby sweat. Like, what's going on, man? Okay. Oh, I was about to lose my mind. I thought that said 78, not 784. I was about to be like, I can't even buy the damn seal. I was about to be hot. I was about to be so heated. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and buy you. Let's go ahead and buy you. And then we got enough for next week. And we will go back to engraving something or another. Well, it has to be something for Elizabeth, I think. Yeah, but they need hmm. All right, so how do they do Bond? How do they? Or maybe we're not deep enough in. Have you read the manga, Hakeem? Because maybe we're not deep enough in the manga, and there's some kind of like weakness where it can't kill him, and we just don't know. There's a hip hop festival in Köln in Germany, and I was tempted to go. I really want to go. I don't think I can go. I don't think I can go. That was my homegirl just sending me a message like, "Oh, the weather's gonna be nice," and I just want to send her back. I'm gonna just send her back a middle finger. Uh, the weather's gonna be so good. Shut up. I want to see Buster Rhymes. You did? Oh no, but I mean, did you read the manga as well? You read the manga as well? Damn. All right. I don't know how they handle it, to be honest with you. I do not know how they handle that. So what do we have here? We have a lack of resources to make her things because I was desperate to try to get the star fragments for her. Oh wait, no, I can make this. Why doesn't it have it at the front? Oh, because I don't have enough gold. That's why. So let me go get some. Let me go get some gold right fast. Yeah, I have everybody I need, so we can run this dungeon real quick. 30 seconds to 500,000. I wish that was a real life thing. What? I saw the pre-order thing, the Grand Theft Auto like 6 like thing on the PlayStation Store. They made ain't no way they made 4 billion with a B. You sure it's with a B? Are you sure it's with a B? Ain't no way. Ain't no way. 4 billion with a B? If that's if the game is like $100. Oh my god. Oh my god. That is legitimately insane. 4 billion with a B. Wow. Wow, that's gonna get me. 4 billion with a B. If that many people are watching, maybe I need to do Grand Theft Auto content. No, I've never really like. No offense again, I just never really played it like that. I could not justify playing a game where I get to like assault a lady of the night after partaking in her services. Is that the nicest, most PG way to say it on YouTube? I think so. Two. 4 billion with a mother B, man. Dog. I actually want to know, have they started pre-orders? I don't think they started pre-orders for the Wolverine game yet. That's the one that's the one we're waiting on. That's the one we're waiting on. And I do not know. I might end up doing a on Grapher Gaming. I don't know. Well, saying for adults make it sounds like something else, but like for mature audiences only type deal because that Wolverine game looks like it's gonna be brutal. And a game that I told my daughter she's allowed to play Spider-Man. She can't touch Wolverine. There's no Wolverine that she can play. No, no chance. Sorry. I'm trying to be a good dad. I'm trying to be a good dad and not traumatize her by watching her some dude take 3 knives and stab another dude in the face repeatedly. Yeah, they haven't started yet. Man, ugh. Come on, Wolverine. I need the Wolverine game. I need that. I need that. I need that. I don't even know which one this is. What does this do? I should have read that beforehand. Attack increase, crit damage, weathering. I guess this is for the whatchamahoo's it. I wanted the other one, I think, which means I'm gonna have to wait a week now. Oh, not that. Splashing around. This doesn't really. Okay, I didn't know if it was something that was for healing. Okay, we're good. I say hell no. This is that whole thing of like parents being afraid of their kids not liking them or saying no to them. No, why? Because that's not for you. And my daughter's, I mean, I guess because we've been doing it from the beginning, I'm not the whole like, If I say no, it's no. I'm not changing my mind. And the more you say please, the more stubborn I get. So she knows that there's a wall here of where when I say no, she just gives up. She might give me a please. That's about it. But once like no comes out, you ain't that cute. It's no. Why? Because I want to preserve your mind. Okay. I'm not having you run around here and you're already bad enough at Roblox and I should ban you from that. I'm not having you run around here where the goal of the game is to assault people. No, no, stop it. Let me tell you what we're not about to do. Oh, I don't know if I have the. Oh, do I not have any more of the resource to be able to do it? I think I need to go to the what's his face and beat him 5 times with King anyway. Do 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 do. Oh, can you got? Thank you. Yeah, so it's here. I don't like fighting this guy. He's very annoying. Very annoying. You know what? Be right back. I'm gonna go get me a mint. This coffee's been like blah. Dadgummit. God, it's hot in here. And I don't want to put on this fan. What if she's like, Dad, all my friends play GTA, I want to play it. I'm like, I don't give a damn. I'm not. I'm not that parent. I'm really not. I give two f's about what your friends are doing and what your parents let them do. I really do not care. And the more she pushes, the more stubborn I get. And I guess that's a terrible quality. But like for stuff like that, and here's the thing too. With kids, she's like had that phase with me about like um but such and such is doing this and I'm just like and the actions of another 8-year old 7-year old 6-year old is supposed to influence what I think is good for you. No. And you know what I mean, like, so now it's not, it's, I mean, I'm sure it'll come up again later or whatever, but it's really, I don't give a damn about how you feel right now. It's really not. It's really not. And I got that from like my mom and my grandma where it's like, yeah, you're a child. You don't understand what I'm doing for you right now is for your best interest. And if you're going to be upset with me, you'll get over it. Go in that bedroom and cry yourself to sleep. And then wake up tomorrow and either you get with it or you don't get fed. You know what I mean? Like it's. This might be where I'm a bit more old school, but I think there's too many parents who no, she's no my daughter. But here's the thing: my daughter is good at angles, and this is the problem. And I think I've conditioned her, and it's gonna bite me in the ass, especially her mom and her stepdad, because um, like by education, I have a master's in psychology, and I have a master's in law, which means I'm pretty good at forming arguments, and my brain processes things pretty quickly to like make arguments. She has that. She has very, very, very quick, functional, working like memory. She like her RAM is up there. She thinks really fast, and she's slick as hell. Like my son is he's quick to learn, but his processing wit is pretty good. Not on her level. Her level is she's real quick to like she's trapped me in arguments at like starting at like 7 or 8. She's trapped me in with arguments that are very, very clean, and it's like I see your logic and you got me. So she knows. I think that's the problem I'm gonna run into. She knows already the whole like all my friends do it thing isn't gonna work. Right? The first argument that she made against me, and I almost bought this damn car, and thankfully, her mom and her stepdad moved, so I didn't buy the car, right? So I was looking at getting a car, and it was between like a Alfa Romeo, but I saw like a couple of different ones of those. But then I saw this Jaguar SUV that was a used one. I ain't like that. A used one, right? And so basically, I like give her the phone. For some reason, she's playing on my phone, and she goes into this app that I'm using to look at cars. And what she does is she's like, the first words out of her mouth, she goes, "Ooh, Jaguar," and I was like, "You are eight at the time, 8 years old. A Jaguar is still an animal to you. You should not give a damn about a car. What are you talking about?" And so then here's the thing: as we're talking about it, and I was like saying like what cars or whatever. Here's the 8. She was like, "Well, I mean, if we're talking about what's good for me, in those other cars, I don't have a lot of leg room if I'm sitting in the back of my car seat. In the back of the Jaguar, I would have more leg space and it would be more comfortable for me." And I was like, "Damn, that's a good argument though." Like you can't she's figuring I don't want a car. I'm getting the car so I can pick up my daughters. Straight up. All I care about is I like public transportation. I don't care to drive. But if I need it for her, I'll go get it for her. Her logic wasn't, "Oh, it's pretty. Oh, I like it. It's going to be cool." She went straight to a functional thing that she knew I could not argue. That was where her brain went first. She knew that all that other stuff, like such and such's dad has this, and I want that, none of that worked. She went straight to a functional argument that I could not fight back on. And I was like, "Yeah, you're right. Because if I get the other cars, they're 4 seaters, but then there may not be enough leg room for you, especially if somebody else is there. But if I have an SUV, then you're gonna have more leg space." And I had to literally be like, oh, "Damn, that's a good argument." Like I'm just like, she got me. I'm gonna have to get that car if I'm only getting it for her, and the goal is to pick her up safely and comfortably. They moved, didn't get it, but like you know what I mean. Like that's where she goes. Her brain knows where to go now. When we were having discussions about this now. Like lately, she's asking a lot of like you can see her brain maturing in certain ways, and so she's asking a lot of like existential questions and telling me things that are like detailed, and she knows how to formulate her stories and what she wants to say in a way that gets me like engaged in answering things back and forth. Like she's picking my brain, and it's I can feel her picking my brain and figuring out where my logic is in certain things. And it's almost like, have you ever seen the movie Jurassic Park? I cannot believe I'm about to compare my daughter to a velociraptor. If you've ever seen Jurassic Park, there is a scene in the movie where they have to keep the velociraptors in this electrified cage. And the guy who's supposed to be the hunter, who's supposed to be the protector, They say that he's saying how like the Velociraptor, he's watching the Velociraptors study the cage. And he was like, no, 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 no. They're not just recklessly like attacking the cage. They're doing it systematically and checking other areas of the cage. They're looking for weaknesses. Like my daughter is figuring out the way my brain works in a way to where she's trying to find the points of weakness where she can make her art. She does. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, it sounds like I'm crazy. My friend Alessia told me legit that she was scared of meeting her because they would have like little voice messages going back and forth, having a good time laughing. And my daughter would like hit some point about like a guy that my friend was dating that would hit her a little bit too hard and was a little bit too real. And she did not like the fact that that whole point about the man she was dating was coming from an 8-year-old, but it's a valid point. It's a valid point. And it was enough valid points to where she was like, I don't know if I can handle meeting your daughter because she has hit some things. And I don't know how I'm gonna react to an 8-year-old talking to me that way. So no, my daughter's dangerous. She is dangerous. She's absolutely dangerous. And this is her at 9. She's gonna be 10 in August. I For her mother's sake, her stepdad's sake, for my sake, she's gonna be a problem. She is gonna be a problem. She doesn't do that whole mommy said I could do this, daddy said I could do that type. She doesn't do that kind of trick where she's trying to like play one against it. She doesn't do that. She finds a way to argue around both of them. Like she is cold. She is calculating. So not cold, but I mean cold isn't like cool. Like she sees and processes. She'll see people out and not in a mean way, but and my son used to do it too. Like, why is he like that? Why is she like that? Why is this like that? Why is this like that? And and she's hyper focused on it. That's what I'm saying. When she hits, I'm worried about a 10 and 11. Forget 12. I'm worried about 10 and 11. She's already got it. I'm worried about 10 and 11. That's all I can say. I'm worried about 10 and 11. She is already at a point of like making adults uncomfortable with her insights at 8. Forget 12 to 16. 12 to 16, she's going to be running it. It's going to the real battle begins at like 10, 11. That's when the real battle begins. Anyway, yeah, well, yeah, okay. I keep thinking of like stories and stuff that she said, or like things that she said that has stunned me, like literally stunned me of being like, I studied psychology and you have insights that would interest people in that realm, like that are well thought out and well like presented, not in the sense of like she's still talking like a 9-year-old, but like the thing also is kids don't have a, and she doesn't. Oh no, I'm distracted. Let's go over here real fast. Let's do this real quick. No, she doesn't. Well, here's the thing though, she does have a filter, or she's learning how to have a filter. Let me put it that way, because this is another I'm about to die right now. There was yeah, I got distracted, my fault. There was this situation where I broke up with my ex 2 years ago. And then like a couple months after that, we were talking about I might have told you this. I might have already told you this. We were talking and she looks at me and she goes, "Oh yeah, but I mean, you're still clearly in love with her." And I was like, "What?" And she was like, "Nothing." And then walked off. And I was like, "Wait, come here. What did you mean by that?" She was like, "Nothing." And she refused to tell me like how she came to that. She was right, but she refused to tell me how she came to that conclusion. But she said it so matter of factly in a way that it's like, that's what my sister says to me. Mind you, my sister is damn near 40 with a child. So how is my 8-year-old saying something that my sister would say to me? Like, no, no, clearly you're still in love with her. What? Nothing. And then walk, like, don't you, what? Nothing. I'm gonna go back over here and play Roblox. I'm gonna go over here and play Tom Gold Run. If you don't, what? What do you, okay. She's gonna be a problem. Anyway, it is what it is. Love my daughter. And we are having like a lot of deeper conversations. And I like it because there's some vulnerability in her questions of her trying to discover the world and like her understanding that she's changing too. And I like that she comes to me with it. No, but that's the thing. It would. That was how, because the way that she presented it was like she said it, and it was almost like I don't even know how to describe it. She said it, and it was just like, wait, what? And she's like, nothing, and then went off, and I was like, wait, hold on, no, come back here. You don't get to just nothing me in this thing that you just said that was very adult, by the way. That I don't have grown people saying that to me right now. So what are you talking about, and where do you get this insight from? How are you reading this on me? You know what I mean? Like, how are you reading this on me right now? Anyway. Anyway. Love my baby girl. She's going to be a problem. She is going to be a problem. 100%. My son was the problem. Like, not problem in school, but like, if he knew something more than a teacher or whatever, he was like me in that way of where he had to tell the teacher that he knew. My daughter is one of those, like, she's okay with knowing that she knows something that you don't. And she doesn't have to prove that she knows it. She's just going to be like, oh no, I got this information. I'm going to log this away. But I know. I know I got you. I know this information. My son and I are both like, oh wait, let me explain to you why you're wrong. She's like, no. That's cool. I got it. No. Oh no, I got it. I understand everything that's happening right now. All right. Ooh, itchy. Hakeem, you're young now. When you have kids, I'm telling you, it's scary. It is scary. In the best possible ways. Don't get that twisted. In the best possible ways. They surprise you. They definitely surprise you. Doot. And then I need to switch you out now and get that recharged up. Yes. Thank you, Meliodas. Hey, what are you doing? Get back over here, bruh. Where are you going? What you think you do? Oh no. Oh no, I don't have the Alright, so here we go. Why am I trying to hit you with Clotho? That was stupid. Alright. I do have a confession to change topics just slightly. So I was on LinkedIn, and this guy talked about doing animation with AI, which I'm not a fan of, except for in this scenario. Except now I have an exception, which kind of upsets me because I was the guy who wanted to be like to work in computer animation when I was growing up. That was my dream job. Basically, my daughter and I came up with, like, we used to do fairy tales. Would do fairy tales with her where she would like read part of the book and I would draw the characters and stuff. Well, basically the guy talked about how you can use AI to do that. And so my daughter and I yesterday sat down and did it, and it was so much fun. It was fun, and I felt guilty, but it was like, but I'm having fun with my daughter. We're not selling this. It's not going to ever be online for anybody to see. So it's not like I'm like defrauding or defaming anyone or taking anyone's job, because guess what? It was either going to happen this way or never happen. I was never going to pay a real animator to do this. So like, I still feel guilty though. Oh, I actually got the combo ultimate off, and it did a whole lot of nada. But it was fun though. Just as a father, daughter having fun playing a game, or not playing a game, but creating something together, it was a lot of fun. Shield, please. That was close. I am playing this horribly. This is why I shouldn't do dungeons while I'm streaming. Okay, and the shield is already up, and we can already do this, do this, do this. I hate this boss. I do so weird. He's so bad. I'm so bad at this boss. Don't know why. Probably because I'm using the wrong people, but it is what it is. Move. Well, I should take some of that damage so I can actually heal a little bit. Move. And when I come back with Elizabeth to take him out, it's going to be fun. Ah. Hey, bro, get back over here. Where you going? Got him. Wait, what? Oh, I thought I got him. How you disappear when the dungeon's supposed to be cleared, dog? There we go. Get out of here. Cleared. Closed. I've been doing this so long, I don't even remember what I was in this dungeon. It's weird these days because some people my age do have a kid. Some still live at home. They were talking about this with the age of in your 40s, where you're 20 now. Some have kids, some are still at home. They said that at the age of 40 is where you have the most diversification because my son is 19. So theoretically, he could be a father. But there are some people who are in my age group, some people I went to high school with, who are already grandparents, right? There are some who are just now having their first child. There's some who are deciding they won't have kids. There are some who are like approaching retirement because they've done really well in investments and stuff. There's some who are like pivoting and rebuilding their careers. Like there's the most diversification at 40. And it's insane. Well, I can't even. What was I doing? I went and got. Oh, for the engraving. But I already engraved the thing, right? It's I don't have the brilliant sheet. Oh, I needed the. That's what I needed, bruh. I completely forgot. But I don't know if I got it from that thing. Yeah, no, I didn't. I did not. And I think it's because I have to fight him at a lower level in order to get it. No, it was supposed to be there with this. I'm not finna fight him twice. I'll fight him again later. I'll just not have those extra fragments for now. I'm not doing that again. Claim reward. But actually, I was in your first child at 40 is crazy though. Really took your time. Look, I had this conversation with the homegirl Cece. She can probably hear me saying her name right now. What's up, Cece? What? I mean, it's just how many people are actually in this stream right now? Like 3 or 4 people? If it's only a few people, I don't mind talking about it. It should be. Oh, speaking of Cece, she sent me a message. Um, it's not but like 3 or 4 people in here, right? And I mean, what the max is 100 people watching this. So anyway, so I got onto a dating app this past weekend, right? Time for me to get back out there, right? And I'm 42. Cool. I get on and I'm stunned at how many people in their mid to late 40s who have on their profile that they're looking to have children. Now, I will say this, and this is only where it comes in, where it's like, look, if you have been in a relationship X amount of years, I don't know, 2, 3, and then in your early 40s, mid 40s, you're like, let's try to have a child now. To your point, you still took your time. Okay. I wouldn't recommend it, neither with medicine or science, but okay. If you're getting started trying to find a partner now at like 45 to have kids, then the whole thing switches up because, and this is what I mean, I can't help but think about the psychological side of it, of like, you're going to press yourself into a situation that may not be the best relationship because now you're trying to rush to have a child. Unless it's adoption, then go for it, knock yourself out. To try to have a child, because the clock ain't ticking. The clock is ticked. It's done ticking, right? Like at that point. Because let's say you meet a person and you do it like reasonable. You're together for 2 years to be sure you know the person well enough, which isn't, but still. So then now you're 47, 48. Yeah. Had a date with a woman, or was dating a woman last year who had that kind of thought process. And when she told me that, I was like, ooh, this ain't gonna work. Me and you ain't gonna work. And she knew it too. Like we both knew, like, because my situation as well. She was like, "Oh, you're not gonna work. You already have 2 children. Oh, you're not gonna work." And we're like, "Okay, that's cool. We can just go on a couple of dates, have some fun, and then chuck the deuces and talk to each, wish each other the best in the future." But I hate to be the judge, but like, I'm not the judge. Science is like, it's not male or female, by the way. Male or female, do not try to start having kids as a 48-year-old man. That was my whole thing, is I did not want to have kids past the age of 35. And that is because now my daughter is, for example, my daughter is 9, about to be 10. I'm 42. I'm still physically fit. We can still go out and play and run around and play basketball and soccer or whatever. If I had her now, in 10 years, I'd be 52. There's no telling, like, if I would still be able to go out and be like active with my kids, like play with them and stuff like that. Have the energy, right? I don't know. Wish them all the best. I hope I'm wrong. Put it that way. I hope I'm wrong. But anyway. All right. So basically, I won't be able to form any other. Which I thought she was just kicking in the air like a. Anyway. Should I do the pet expedition stuff now? I need to get one more weapon for, and a lot of gold, and the rest of the masteries for Elizabeth. The armor, we do have some armor now. We can put that up on her. At 13. Kiss my, at 113. Y'all some, y'all, all right, I'm at the engraving thing right now anyway, right? So engrave 113. Hell is wrong with y'all? 113. Oh, I don't do it this way. We have to go this way. Change bonus. Select quality. Want to change. Let's do that. Let's see if this works. Where is she? At 113. Select. And I got 14 of these bad boys. So let's do this till I get 130. 121. That was a good roll. 121. Same roll. 118. How dare you? 126. We stop right there. Appreciate you. Then we go down. And then this enhances the quality. Oh, but I'm out of those needles. I think I already bought them all too. And I had to do some of this as well to get some of those achievements to get the star fragments to pull a lane. So it is what it is. Change the passive. Let's see. I actually don't want to change the passive on this one because this one is her. Although someone said don't sneeze at the wind abilities, but I might be sneezing at them because I really do want her to be the healer. With wind, she boosts damage, right? And then the other, earth, she is the burst gauge builder. So is it worth? Okay, let me see. Is it worth it? There's 10 of these here, and I have the chance of. I'm going to hold off on. We could do it one time, just for this, just because I'm already here. We'll do it 2 times because I'm already here. If I get level 2, I stop. Level 1, yay, you suck. And then one more again. And then that's it. Let's see where my luck is at. Level 3? We'll take that. I'm out. All right, so there's that. Next is the wand. So if we're going to craft the Breath of Fire wand, because with her wand, she is a burst gauge builder, right? I don't have enough platinum, so I'm going to have to do the Pet Expedition now. I've already released a Pet Expedition video about how I set up Pet Expedition. I did that yesterday. I should probably promote those videos right now, but I've been kind of inconsistent. Let's see. But I do like Breath of Fire on Breath of Glory, sorry, on the burst building. I think that's why my Diane hits so hard when it comes to building that burst gauge. However, I will say this. That's not the case for, well, I mean, I do have this on Merlin. I'm still convinced Breath of Glory is better than Black Flame if you're building burst. Because after you do the special, each hit of the normal attack increases the attack by 1.6%. And you're always doing the special for all of these burst building characters. So I'm tempted to do Breath of Glory. However, I do have an SSR selector. So I'm wondering if in order to save platinum, I should do the wand as a Black Flame one. And then maybe later on consider doing the Breath of Glory one. Because right now the platinum, I need the platinum to upgrade the weapons to level 50 anyway. So you know what? I haven't caught any pets. No, I did catch one pet yesterday. So let me add that to Pet Expedition real fast. And then R3. And then we will look at, wait, is he already out there? Oh, he is already out there. So I think I'm just going to run this Pet Expedition. I'll hunt some other pets later for tomorrow. Use the platinum to upgrade her weapons, complete the masteries, but I'll do the hunting the pets video today. All right, so let's go ahead and explore. Okay, so. Oh, that's what I meant to change. The dadgum tree sap. I wanted to change that to bees. Ugh. Ugh. Damn. All right. Anyway, my fault. Can't blame nobody but me. Let's see. And then I will go up to my chest and I will get the wand. Because I already have the staff, so let's be sure I don't confuse myself. All right, so now that's going to be on her. And then I'm going to have to stack a gang of gold to level all this stuff up. Achievements, what's my achievement? Oh, the expedition thing. We'll take it. Ain't nobody complaining. All right, so now I am, and now I'm not too concerned about the 10 pulls. I got my Elizabeth, so I can do the regular. Just get up to her, whatchamacface. Just get up to that 120 guarantee. Wait, is it still that a 50-50 chance that I could get another Elizabeth? Yo, Hakeem, when it comes to the SSR, like, focused pulls, I've already pulled her once before getting to the 120th draw. When obtaining a hero, from a pickup draw. There's a 50% chance of the feature. So it's still a 50% chance if I get another SSR pull, which is pretty awesome. So we'll do that now anyway. I also think I can buy a couple of the bundles. We got new bundles. Cube keys. That's right. The weekly cube keys. We can get those right fast. No. Not spending money. I can't believe I just bought one. All right, let's go. And then exchange shop, crystalloid. What's up? We can buy 2 of these. Bet. Okay. And then we will do these pulls. I'll do the pet expedition video, see where we are on time. Yes, 50-50 still, so it doesn't matter if you lose it, but you prefer to win it, obviously. Yeah, that's awesome. That is awesome. Okay, I didn't realize that. I thought once I did the 50%, then it went back to just any old SSR and not this one, but that's cool. Okay, so we're gonna pull for her a little bit more. I would love to get another 80 star fragments. I can try to think of where to get 100, but none of that deals with Bonacro. It would have to go through the story mode. Which should I do that now real quick? All I do is skip the story is kind of like blah. So no, let's not get too extra. I'm gonna do this right now, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do the video for the pets to find the pets. So yeah, we'll do the pulls. Tattoos. All right. Come on. Give me another Elizabeth. That would be fantastic right now. I would love that personally. Do me a favor. Give me another Elizabeth. Please. Be so nice. Great way to start a week. All right. Come on. Come on. No, boo. All right, here we go. So now we're going to do the pet expedition stuff, and then I will potentially do more Elizabeth. I want it to be done around 11. So maybe not doing the rest of the Elizabeth masteries online at least. Okay, so basically what I have done is recorded the capture of these creatures. Let me make a note so I can keep up with where I'm going. And I think I'm gonna make sure that I keep it. Merlin. All right, we'll do it here. Just so I just need to note. Squirrel. Phoenix. The Burr. And then Midnight Fang. Haha, MF. Okay, so let's just go back to the game at first. I know I'm popping back and forth because in my head I just realized probably the best way to go about this is to show the locations via PlayStation first, like via the game, and then go into the videos. So let's start with, I mean, the Frost Bear and the Phoenix are pretty easy. I mean, honestly, all of them are easy except for the Squirrel. That's the hard one. The Phoenix is relatively easy. The Bear is, yeah, and Midnight Fang is like, okay, so Midnight Fang can be the last one. That's fine. Squirrel can be 3. Okay. Oh. Excuse me. All right, here we go. Pet dispatch once per day. Sand Valley Expedition. Oh wait, I have achievements. But okay. But there's not any other. Okay. Cool. Let's go to the pets. All right, so score should be last to save time. No, don't worry. Like the video I have for it, put it this way: I have like maybe I have to look it up. It's a lot of time me spent waiting on that damn thing, trying to take out that damn thing. All right, but we will make the squirrel last. That'll be the last one to go, is the squirrel. Okay, coming in 3, 2. So part 1, because I haven't got them all. That made me feel like gotta catch them all. Like we know we know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so I haven't caught all the pets yet. However, there are a few key ones that I absolutely love that I was very happy to get that are a little bit difficult to find, a little bit difficult to get your hands on. So Ice Frost Bear, Dignified Flame Howler, which I keep calling the Phoenix because it's a phoenix. And then the Bubbly Flying Squirrel, also not pictured here, and maybe we can show her off a little bit because she's still my favorite. Hey, where you at? She's still my favorite. I gotta admit, she's still my favorite. Midnight Fang. Let's get to the video. All right, so boop 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 boop. And you know what? Let's go ahead and stunt a little bit. Stunt for the peoples. Is there another team with? Yeah. Switch. Okay. Oh, Funko. All right. Bet. And then we can do I figured this part out too. Oh, well, we can't do it on the animal. So coming back in 3, 2. Hi guys, I'm Grave here, and this is a 7 Deadly Sins video. In this video, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the locations of where to get these pets, and I'm going to show you some video of me actually trying to take them out. Now, I'll be honest with you. The first one that I ever did was Midnight Fang. There is an independent Midnight Fang video. What's going to happen is I'm going to splice that one in here so that you can see me go after Midnight Fang. So I'll mention it, I'll show you where it is, and then I'll show you my attack on Midnight Fang so you can see how it actually worked. So that'll come in number 3 because I'm trying to do this in order of difficulty, and Frost Bear and the Phoenix are the Flame Howler, whatever, are basically the same difficulty. It's just you have to get through certain parts of the story and in the game, but they're not they could be difficult for you, but their difficulty is about the same. Midnight Fang, a little bit more difficult. The Flying Squirrel, the Bubbly Flying Squirrel, is remarkably difficult. It's very difficult. It took me so much time. So that will be the one that I'll cover last. So in any case, first thing we're going to do is go after the Frost Bear. Now the Frost Bear is very easily found. Excuse me. There's a map pin I have here. But if you go down to this warp station, the Hunter's Hut, and then you head east, what you will see, and I'll just go to the Hunter's Hut now, but I'll zoom in. What you'll see is that there's this little like ice island over here to the side. You need to go here, and I need to remember 1 second. Actually, one part that's very important in this that I wrote down. Ooh. I'll look at that later. 1 second. There we go. Hey, what are you? What are you doing, dog? Mm-mm, not it. Sorry, there are like the times that you have to go after these pets as well. This is the oh, I gotta get the Forest Reaper. Icy Frost Bear. Okay, here we go. Coming back in 3, 2. Okay, so I had to be sure of one thing, and this is a pretty big tip if you're new. If you're not, then you just want to know what time. And basically, this tip is when you're trying to capture these creatures specifically, there is a specific time of day that it needs to be in order for these animals, pets, to show up. For the Icy Frost Bear, it is at 7:30. So you need to set your clock to 7:30 in order to do it. So I'll do that now. So we go to the Hunter's Hut, we warp over there. And then quickly. And then we head east. It would probably been smarter if I like actually like started tracking this piece, right? That might have been the smart thing to do. All right, so we're gonna head east with Elizabeth. Yep, I pulled Elizabeth. I'm happy. On top of the Flaming Howler. Or actually, maybe we should take the Frost Bear to go get the Frost Bear. Hey, I'm just all over the place right now. That's the problem. All right, so Frost Bear. Oh, Frost Bear can't jump over walls. Oh well. So head towards the lake in the east, and what you will see is that ice island, and then you need to change the time to 7:30 in the evening. Bruh, this would have been so much easier if I just flew. All right. So over here, what you'll see is a little ice island. And for those of you who don't know, I'm going to show you now how to change the time, but it's really, really simple. Boom. There you go. In order to change the time, oh, she's swimming. In order to change the time, what you need to do is go to the start menu, hit L3, come down here to the time, and you can adjust the time so long as it's at least 30 minutes to be at 7:30 or 5 minutes before, right? Change the time. Ooh. By the way, side note, one thing I've just figured out. I was today years old when I found out. Apparently you can't change the time while you're swimming. Bit okay. There we go. So we'll change it to right at that time or whatever. Fly across to that island. Once you hit that time, what you're gonna get is you're gonna have an ice ball that generates. You crack that ice ball with someone with flames with their field ability. So I won't be able to do this here because I've already caught the frost bear. So you'll see it in the video that I'm gonna show you. But basically, you need either Merlin, who does have on her abilities this orb that can be thrown with R2 that'll take the shape of any element, including fire. If you don't have Gila, if you don't have this, then you can use Gila for this, right? So any character that can generate flames to hit that ice ball. So what we're gonna do right now is I'm gonna insert the video right here. Be right back. Here's the question. Should I do it all at once? Actually, yeah, let's just go ahead. I was gonna try to like split them up so I could splice them in, but this is fine as well. Just do it well. Chef Detect. Is that Hugh Jackman? All right, anyway. Console game apps. Not that. I want it media gallery. Okay, so oop.
Heavy, and her yellow hair hung down her back.
All right, so that first part will probably get cut off. Coming back in 3, 2. Okay, so what you can see here is on this map, as I'm trying to get through it, The ice island is over there to the east of the hunter's hut. I used Merlin to fly over there. Now what we're going to do, or I flew over there with Merlin. What I'm going to show you is my first big mistake. When I get to the island here, let's just go ahead and keep it going. I understand that I'm supposed to use fire in order to break the ice cube, the ice block or whatever, so I can actually take on the frost bear. The problem is I got a little bit too happy with the fire. And, you know, I turned it into, see what I did with the fire there, changing the wand, and I was trying to attack with the regular attacks. That doesn't work. What you need to do is go ahead and go to the ability. And see all the stuff I'm trying, none of it works. Go to the ability, X, hit the ice block with it. Icy bear comes up. What's up? And now you fight. Now the goal here is like with any other pet that you're trying to catch, in case you do not know or you're really new to this, get the health down as far as possible. I forgot about this part. This icy frost bear will freeze you a lot. A lot. So try to keep your distance and dodge as much as possible whenever he goes into his attack. And then go from there. However, the problem is that I was like, okay, well, let me go ahead and get this over as fast as possible because I'm impatient. And then I ended up melting the frost bear. Maybe having Goo Gobs of fire rain down on it wasn't the smartest idea in the world. As you can see by that right there, taking off half his bar, and then he dies from damage over time. Because I'm smart. But no worries, just rewind the time, go back, 1722, and you can see it's relatively easy, 2.5 minutes. However, I do have stronger, well, not stronger teams, not in-game teams, but my teams are pretty strong. I pulled in Jericho, hoping that the match of the elements means that I can do damage, but not too much damage. She doesn't really do damage over time, so I can whittle down the HP relatively fast. Now, one thing you need to be careful of, at least this is what I found out when pursuing the dragons. Once you hit burst, slow down your attacks. Okay? Don't keep just tapping away as fast as you normally did. Once you get the health down to a place where you're comfortable, meaning I can beat it, but I'm not going to kill it, then you toss out your potion. There you have your ice bear. So, let's move on to who's next. Phoenix. Be right back. Yeah, it only took him a single potion for me too. Just quick. Absolutely quick. Okay. All right. Anyway. So let's go now to coming back in 3, 2. Okay, so now we're gonna head towards the Phoenix, and the Phoenix is at Baste prison. Now I think it is Act 3 that was mentioned online that you have to beat, but Baste prison is over here down in the Desert of Memories. What you want to do is get to Baste prison, and I have to admit, I have to apologize. I forgot to hit record for the actual battle of this Phoenix, but I will show you exactly where it is. So you go into Baste prison once you've completed it and the side quests in this region. Then you will have the ability to... still tracking the wrong thing. Where's the entrance to the prison? Did I go the long way around? Of course I did, because I'm hilarious. I still recommend Phoenix as your first. Okay, so just a shout from Ibrahim. He says the Phoenix, which I think he means the Howler, the Flaming Howler, which it is a Phoenix. They just named it different for some reason. Are we just doing circles around this prison? Is that what's happening right now? Yeah, we're just doing circles around the prison. Hey, Scorpion, get away from me. Get over here. Let's just get to the door of the prison. Yeah. Hey. There we go. So, Baste prison. You say that that's the one you would recommend first. I will say, and this is where I was trying to do the list, and I mentioned this before, I don't know which one is easier, whether it's this Howler or whether it is the Icy Frost Bear. but neither one of these are tremendously difficult. Like you'll reasonably get them. Midnight Fang, I believe, required a couple of tries for me and a couple of potions. And actually, the timing of Midnight Fang was a big issue, so we'll discuss it. I definitely went the wrong direction. This is the warp. There's the door, and of course, I went in the complete opposite direction. Anyway, so Basse Prison. Once you've beaten it and gotten past the quest, and let's just get Merlin out of there, then you'll end up with this kind of portal. So, like I said, complete the side quest, the main quest. You'll end up with this purple portal that will take you. Hey, stop it. Why y'all blocking the door? Idiots. Okay, so it'll take you back up to the top. Obviously, I'm sure you guys have already been there, done that. Open this door and then head to the very top of this tower. But here's the thing. And once we get up there, you're going to see a garden open up. But the garden is not where the Phoenix is. The Phoenix is on a tower on the other side of a wall, on the roof of it. Okay, let me see. I'll get to that right soon. Let me do this real quick. So then over here, over this wall, on this here, go down one, you will see the Phoenix. That even looks like a scorch mark on the ground. Pop up here, and it shows up just to be on the, just to be sure that I'm right. Check my notes. Check my notes. Check my notes. There we go. You have to change the time to 2 o'clock in the afternoon. You change the time to 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and the Flaming Howler will show up here. I would show there. I mean, there's really nothing to show. Honestly, it's just after I have it. But if you want this, then this is where you get him. I love him. His wings look so cool, right? The wings look so cool. So, Basse Prison, on the rooftop, not in the garden. Hop over the garden wall. Get to this roof. 2 o'clock in the afternoon, post lunchtime. Phoenix shows up. Flaming Howler shows up. You fight it, get the hell to the lowest possible, like with all these other pets. Throw out your potion. All right, so there's a Flaming Howler. Next, we go to Midnight Fang. Now, Midnight Fang, I am going to put in right now the part of the video where I describe Midnight Fang, how I got to him, and then how I beat him. So you'll see this guy in a little bit. You're going to go to past me discussing this with you. See you in a minute. All right, so all right. So now Midnight Fang has my favorite. Yeah, Midnight Fang is my favorite design, I think. I say that, and I do mean it, but I just want to double check my thought process. But no, Midnight Fang is my favorite. He's the favorite design. I'm running with the Frost Bear right now, though, because he's the new. And he's a little bit faster, actually. The Frost Bear is a little bit faster. But Midnight Fang is my favorite. I should change it back to Midnight Fang. I should. I did the Frost Bear. He was cool and everything. He's a cute little bar. But I need to change it back. I think that's what I'm about to do right now. And then we'll go back to the video. All right. This is going... Oh! It's actually taking more time than I thought. Okay. Oops. All right. So, we go back to pets. We're going to change the mount to Midnight Fang. Frost Bear's cool. He's cool. He is cool. But Midnight Fang, no. But Midnight Fang, no. Yeah, but Midnight Fang, no. So cool. All right, anyway. So coming back in... Yeah, squirrel. So get back to the notes. There he is. Wait, it wasn't the light garden, was it? All right. Let me double check this location real fast. because I thought it was the forest pond. Oh, is it the light garden? I thought it was the forest pond. So coming back in 3, 2. Okay, so for the bubbly flying squirrel, this is the one that gave me the biggest headache, is the biggest nightmare so far. I'm sure there's more difficult out there. I'm sure. However, this one sucks. All right, so what you want to do is you want to go to the light garden, right? At the light garden, you're going to, and let me face this way, you're going to find a branch. It sucks so bad. You're going to find a branch. And on this branch, there it is, right here. I know it's going to sound difficult, but there's a branch right. Oh, there he is. What are you doing? What are you doing? Hey, look at you. What are you doing? What are you doing over there? He's not supposed to be there. What are you doing over there? Hey, I'll see you. You want to play with your buddy? You want to play with your buddy? That's not supposed to happen. I thought that once you caught them, they don't show up again. But if he shows up again, I'll catch him again, I guess. But they show up here. And actually, he's definitely not supposed to be there right now because he's supposed to show up. Well, I guess it's supposed to be 3 o'clock in the morning. Is this 3 o'clock in the morning now? I guess so. I think this is a bug, to be quite frank, because I have the flying squirrel, and that's not how he flies around either. He's running in the sky. This is all a bug. This whole thing, this whole scenario is a bug. He's not supposed to be running like that. He flies around in a circle. It's supposed to be 3 o'clock in the morning. Something's up. So what we're going to do is, at least now I have some proof that he's there. I'm going to go to the video where I show you like me fighting to get him. I'll be right back. That's funny. That's not supposed to happen. That's not supposed to happen at all. Home. House of the Dragon. Is that a good series? I hadn't even looked at it. That's funny. Okay, coming back in 3, 2, 2. Why did I sound like a teenage boy just then? All right, so coming back in 3, 2. So what I'm gonna do here is I gotta be real, okay? Going at this bubbly squirrel, this is only 30 minutes of video. When I tell you I spent a number of hours that I am uncomfortable disclosing to people in public pursuing this thing because it has to be timed just right. It is sensitive to damage. Now you'll see here, 3 o'clock in the morning, not 3 in the afternoon. That was a bug, okay? In fact, I would do like 2 o'clock in the morning and then just kind of like wait for it to spawn. I'm extra paranoid when it comes to these things. She's just sitting there chilling. But when I tell you, it was very difficult for me to get a hold of him. For me to get a hold of him. What happens is, there we go, we'll come back. And just like with every other creature, you have to have a little tenderness. Sorry, Shrek. But basically, it shows up here. You try to hit it a little bit, then it takes off flying, right? And now it's going to circle you for a while until like, I think it's like at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, it disappears and it's gone. The other problem with trying to catch it is if you hit it in the air in the wrong location, it will fall all the way to the ground. Now, and if you're quick enough, maybe you can make it work. You have to drop all the way to the ground, then throw your potion and hope it doesn't, by the time you get to the ground, take back off in the air. Because if you miss that chance, it disappears completely. Additionally, you see me trying all these other tricks to just shoot at it. None of this works. You can have your Elaine, you can have your Manny. None of that works. The only thing that works with this little thing is you have to, again, use one of the skills to make it to pursue it. Let's go. Come on. There was, I mean, it's a good thing my daughter's a heavy sleeper. I was cursing. Is it gonna show me? You gonna show me? Nah, you're not. Oh, there it is. So this time I try to go at it with this. It jumps up, takes off. You see it floating up there. See it floating up there. Now I should go to my, I guess it's called environment skill. I don't know. But this one. Now I liked it with Merlin because I could track it with the orb while it's in the air and hit it. Because you're gonna have to hit it. So I was able to track it with this and hit him or her. I don't know. And let's see, we'll get to the next one. Don't worry, I have one where it's successful. But I'm able to track the flying squirrel for a little bit with Merlin's ability. Boop, 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 boop. Health bar disappears. I'm really trying to be patient because by this point I've already failed a few times. But at this point I also had no idea how busy. Boom, got him. It falls all the way down. I drop all the way down. Get your potion ready, buddy. Potion is ready. I throw it at him. He's already gone and up. And he's deucing. Deuces. Gone. That was my night. I try to fly up to see if he's there, if I can get if he's circling around again. Oh, I need to get that chest. If he's circling around again, nah. He's gone. He's gone. I still got my Manta Hawk. Right? So we'll go to the successful run, which this is the following morning when my daughter and I are playing video games together. Right? She's apparently my lucky charm. So we get to the time. Hello. There he is. We went ahead and did the AoE attack just so there was some good damage on there because I did not want to have to try to do any bits of damage after I knocked it out of the sky. I wanted my damage to happen before it got taken off and then hit it, hopefully timing it to where it's going to land on one of these large branches so I don't have to go that far to get it, right? So, try to cut it off at the pass. Did it work? Nah, it didn't work. Right? Okay. One more shot. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, please subscribe. If you don't like it, subscribe and dislike. I'm okay with that as well. This one was frustrating, but in a fun way. I didn't hate it. I liked it. Maybe it's just cute because he has the gigantic ears. Maybe I have more sympathy and I'm more patient with cute animals with gigantic ears. Got him. Falls all the way down to that branch. Now I have enough time to hop there. Not too far below. Toss out my potion. You saw a 14% chance and I was lucky. Thank you to my daughter. My lucky charm. So that is how I got the bubbly flying squirrel. It is a task, but it's adorable. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time. All right. So we can stop this recording. This took a lot longer than I expected. Or not a lot longer than it felt. Let me say that. Not longer than I expected it to. It took longer than it felt. Alrighty. Switcher. Back. Resume. And then, of course. All right. Okay, so there is that taken care of. And I think now it is back to taking care of some of Elizabeth's stuff. Oh, let's get off of you. Taking care of some of it. Oh, wait, and didn't I see a chest? A flame chest over there somewhere? There it is. Oh, what, you think you're going to fight me over here, little buddy? You don't want these hands. The fire shot back at me and hit the chest. That's funny. Stop it. There we go. Hooray, a whole 10-star fragments. Albeit, I gotta be honest, yesterday when I was trying to get all 3,000, I was begging for 10. Begging for 5. Is this a capturable beast? I guess not. Cool. I'm glad they don't let you waste them on beasts that can't be captured anymore. Whoa, what? Oh. Oh. Is this a... I gotta think of something. Well, it's Ibrahim and Hakeem, y'all in here. It's just y'all. It's just y'all. I don't think that's a date though, right? I don't think so. Because I was supposed to have that meeting with that woman. It's supposed to be thunderstorm tonight too. Fudge. What do I do? Okay. Anyway. We'll see. We'll see. This is a good problem. This is a good problem to have. It's a good problem to have. It's a good problem to have. All right. Regardless, that part doesn't matter. So it threw me all off my guard though. Now I don't even. This is why I shouldn't be checking my. I should not be checking my phone while I'm on stream, because now that's going to be in the back of my head about like, what does that mean? Anyway, it means nothing. It means absolutely nothing. Elizabeth. Meliodas' significant other. Hero details. Shit, I want to go though. Focused. I need more gold. But let's go ahead and get some of these masteries opened up, and then we can pursue them, and then pursue more gold as well. I don't know what dungeon I want to do. What dungeon? Like, I do like is strong. I think I focused on the Gallant Abyss dungeon the most. I think the one that's well, it's clear the boss challenge that's the easiest to get by is Drake, but that provides nothing. That provides absolutely nothing. We have Gallon. Oh, it's the Warden. He's the easiest to take out right now. But then it's at the same time, is it worth the effort? However, if I'm going after the Life Crystal pants and belt, that would probably be the best place to get the resources. Wait, what are you doing? So let's do this. Bet. This is all good. This is all good. All good. Okay. And then the things that we need over here. More of these. The magic ones. Running so low on those. I've been busy. And I need to attack. Wait, this has a monster drop, right? Which monster drops it? She does? Well, let's just go to these other monsters and see what I can do. Ah, what are you doing? What are you doing? I'm going to give you one of these. 2 of these. I'm going to treat you like an elite boss. And watch your rose booty get melted. All right, so. Down we go. Okay, so. I would love to say that I'm like paralysis by analysis. That's not it at all. Let's go ahead and equip you, because we've already selected it. Cool. Equip. We're going to keep the Grimoire. The Grimoire is at level... No. The Grimoire needs to be enhanced and get up to level... Whatchamaface. I need to go get the rest of these real quick. I can do that. That's the other thing I wanted to mine. You know what? I have been so off. I got to redo my whole pet expedition thing now. And then today when I get back home, if I don't go out tonight now, then I will pursue more pets. I'll pursue more pets so I can diversify my bonds a little bit, diversify my pet expedition a bit. But for the moment, we're going to try to level up. What am I doing? I need my explore team. We're going to level up the, hello, there we go. Weapons slightly, and then finish off her masteries. Quick set. Wait, hold on. Ibrahim, the Ghost Reaper, right? That's his name? I was trying to get him and I couldn't get him to spawn. Where did you find him? Where did you find him? All right, let's get over there. Oh boy, oh boy. Is that? Okay, cool. I need to really check that. The audio levels seem to be good in the last videos I did, so I like that. That's cool. I hate this. You guys are just obnoxious. You do not do anything. I need a... Can we get a character that has like just massive AoE damage only to like minions? So that it can just be, I'm going to set down this blanket of fire. I mean, maybe Merlin does that. I'm going to set down this blanket of fire, and if you guys come near me, it might be Merlin that does that. Oh yeah, side note, if you're having trouble with that whole stealth mission, use Slater and his presence erasure or erase presence, and I just ran through those guards that were supposed to be looking for you. Because that makes you invisible. So it worked. Let's go. That's one thing I should probably do, like a video on. Not even a video, but like a YouTube short. What is this Cirque du Soleil act that Dreyfus is trying to do on top of the squirrel? Actually, let's go grab that gold too while we're in the neighborhood. Okay. Bruh, just everybody died. You knew what was going to happen when you got over here. Y'all knew what was going to happen. Actually, it'll be funny when they, because it's going to happen, when they start to incorporate like actual AI and logic and feelings and stuff into games, to where like some characters will be more cowards than others. Some will talk back to you in like real ways, where it's actually like saying stuff to you. That'll be fun when that starts to get integrated for real. Or triggering. Or triggering. Maybe some people will get triggered and legit try to fight their PlayStations. Who knows? All right. I think it's about time for me to wrap. Because I do need to go take a shower before I go to the gym. Because who goes to the gym funky? That's not polite. Thank you guys for watching the Pet Expedition video, or the Finding the Pets video. Hopefully I'll be able to edit that and get that out by tomorrow. I'm gonna keep working on Elizabeth. That's gonna be fun. I need to get so much more gold. I have to do so much more grinding, but I'm so happy I have her now. So hopefully I'll get her to a playable state by tomorrow, but we'll see how it goes. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you. Stay cool. It is hot outside. See you guys next time.